foreign clients and other foreign delegates, so that it happened so much delay. Friends, already we covered part 2. Now part 3 discussion is going on. Please guys participate. If anyone that have a doubt, you can kindly approach me. I'll definitely answer your queries. My dear friends, dear friends, now time is 6 o'clock. Our target is before 10 o'clock. We need to complete all parts of the Forex part and India's part and then audit report part. These three things we are going to complete, my dear friends. You please concentrate. I can also concentrate much more, and then we collaboratively work and complete the task. Friends, thank you, Nadal. Let's join the discussion part. Friends, the morning session, we are left by 2 o'clock by mistake, by bad luck. Now I'm just entering to the 6 p.m. Of course, no need to worry much. Right. Don't worry. We'll discuss a lot and then we'll enjoy the session. Let's go for, dear friends, morning we discussed the Forex risk management strategies and techniques. One is, yaar phone, baba. Shit. Dear friends, let us discuss. Hello, Manikanta. Hello. Dear friends, Manikanta will join very soon. No worry. Let us go for the Manikanta. Eda Manikanta. Time aichida. Yo. Nache. It's okay. It's okay, friends. Time up. We don't want it. Dear friends, I know. సర్లే వాడే చేస్తాడు వదిలే టైం అవుతుంది రావట్లేదు ఓకే సారీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ let us go for the discussion of the subject matter మణికంఠ వాడిని మణికంఠ టైం ఇచ్చిందయ్యో we could not wait that much time, you please leave it. Let's go for discussion, my friends. Dear friends, the afternoon session we discussed about some strategies. Now let's step into the leading and lagging. Company 1 to export something, however worried about the payment. Then what I do, importer asked to submit letter of credit from the bank. A financial impact of the item is letter of credit given by banker by taking letter of credit commission on day 0. The financial impact, interest cost on letter of credit commission to be considered. Raining? Outside is raining? No, no, I don't think so. ఏందిరా నా కర్మ ఇటు కాదు టైం అంతా వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది. చెట్ 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 ఫోన్ ఎత్తడు. సరే ఓకే, లీవ్ ఇట్, టైమ్ అప్. So leading and lagging technique we are talking. Company want to export something, however worried about the payment, and importer asked to submit the letter of credit from the banker. The financial impact item, the letter of credit given by a banker by taking letter of credit commission on day 0. The financial impact, item, interest cost on letter of commission, be considered in our analysis. And importer makes payment of the invoice amount on due date. If importer doesn't make payment, bank will make payment and recover from importer. Dear friends, here we are talking about leading and lagging. So leading and lagging, first, netting, dues receivable or set off against dues payable, and net off is called as settle, that's called netting. Bilateral netting involve 2 payments needed to be applied first. Multilateral netting involve into more than 2 parties applied after bilateral netting. The netting in cash management, centralized management, surplus deficit of each company in group is netted and invested, borrowed corporate level. Independent cash management, surplus deficit of each company is investor borrowed individually. Our friend is joining, Mr. Manikanta. Just 1 minute wait, my friends. Why this fellow is not picking call? Shit. Nada, Manikanta. Manikanta. Enna Manikanta, you're not lifting call at all. What is this? Manikanta, ఇలా హాఫ్ డే వేస్ట్ అయిపోయిందిరా రే. మార్నింగ్ హాఫ్ డే నేమో షేర్ స్టాక్ మార్కెట్ లో ఉన్న ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్స్ ఎస్బీఐ కానీ మ్యూచువల్ ఉన్నాయి చూసిన మంచి మంచి కంపెనీస్ అన్ని మా ఫ్రెండ్ అడ్వైజ్ ఇచ్చాడు కదా, అన్ని ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోయా. ఒక 66,000 ఎంతో వచ్చింది. ఈ 66,000 తీసుకెళ్ళి ప్రాఫిట్ అమ్మా. లాస్ ఎలా అమ్ముతాను? లాస్ అంటే 5 రూపాయలు 10 రూపాయలు లాస్ చేసి అమ్మేసా. ఈ రోజు నేను అమ్మింది హెచ్డిఎఫ్సి, ఎస్బీఐ, తర్వాత ఇంకేం అమ్మానబ్బా, ఇండస్ట్రియల్ బ్యాంకు. మొత్తం ఒక 5-6 వేలు ప్రాఫిట్ వచ్చిందబ్బా ఇవాళ. ఈ 5-6 వేల ప్రాఫిట్ ఉన్నట్టు అమ్మేసేసా. అమ్మేస్తే 66,000 వచ్చినాయి. 66,000 తీసుకెళ్ళి డిఫరెంట్ పార్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ స్టాక్లు ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసా. ఒకే ఒక స్టాక్ గుండెలు ఎదిరిపోయి స్టాక్ కొన్నాను రా. కానీ ఏం చేస్తావు, ఇప్పుడు చాట్ జీపీటీని అడిగా, అది మంచి స్టాక్ అని చెప్పింది. బెస్ట్ స్టాక్స్ ఏ అంటే నెక్స్ట్ మా ఫ్రెండ్ చెప్పాడు డిఎక్స్ టెక్నాలజీ 15,600 పెట్టుకున్నా. షేర్ వాల్యూ 15,740 రా. ఒక స్టాక్ వాల్యూ 1 షేర్ ప్రైస్ ఇస్ 15,475 రూపీస్. వెయ్యింది కొడితే 5-6 వేలు కూడా లాస్ అయిపోతాం. అది కదా నా భయం. ఏమో అది బాగా పెరిగిద్దేమో, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000 అయిద్దేమో అన్న ఇదితోటి కొన్నా. ఇంకా అదొక్కటే అంత పెట్టుకుంది. అదొక్కటే కాదు రో, పోతే పోయింది దీని అమ్మ డబ్బులు. అదే ఫండ్స్ వచ్చినాయి కదా అని చెప్పి ఇంటర్ గ్లోబల్ ఏవియేషన్ 5,700 కొనిపండుకే. ఈ రోజు కొన్న స్టాకులు అవి 2,000 హైలైట్, మిగతా అన్ని 2,000, 3,000 ఇంతే లోపలే. 300, 200. ఏముందిలే కాదు కూడా అనుకుంటు రేపు అమ్మే అత్త ఏమైతే. అలా అంటే ఏం చేస్తావురా? ఇప్పుడు ఎంఆర్ఎఫ్ ఉంది 1,60,000 ఉంది, జిల్లెట్ ఉంది 12,000 ఉంది. అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం భయపడితే ఇంక భయపడినట్టే ఉంటుందిరా. కొంచెం డేర్ చేయాలి కొన్ని విషయాల్లో. అందుకని ఇద్దరు ముగ్గురు. మా ఫ్రెండ్ అడిగా డిఎక్స్ టెక్నాలజీ కొనమని నిన్న చెప్పాడు. ఇవాళ కూడా అడిగితే అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక స్టాక్ కొనమన్నాడు. స్టాక్ మార్కెట్ మన ఛాట్‌జీపీటీని కూడా అడిగా, డిఎక్స్ టెక్నాలజీని ప్రపోజ్ చేసింది. ఇక తర్వాత టీసీఎస్ ఇవన్నీ ప్రపోజ్ చేసింది కానీ ఆల్రెడీ నా దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి. అందులోనూ నేను అట్టా కూడా కొన్నాం. 200 డేస్ యావరేజ్ ప్రైస్ చూసా. 200 డేస్ యావరేజ్ ప్రైస్ లో 15,000 ఏ రోజు తగ్గలది. నేను ఊరికే కొన్నా. 200 డేస్ యావరేజ్ ప్రైస్ చూసే కొంటా. అలా చూడకుండా కొన్న కంపెనీలు 2-3 ఉన్నాయి. అవి ఏంటంటే సర్లే ఒక షేరే కదా కొనేసాను. ప్లస్ మా ఫ్రెండ్ చెప్పిన సుకుమారా అది ఉంది కదా, అది ఈరోజు యాక్చువల్గా యావరేజ్గా 200 డేస్లో మంచి ప్రైస్, మంచి రేట్ ఏం లేదు. కానీ వాడు చెప్పే లెక్కల ప్రకారం అది దుమ్ము రేగిపోద్ది. అది అంటే సరే కొంటే 10 స్టాక్స్ కొన్నాం, తర్వాత కావాలంటే యావరేజ్ చేయొచ్చు కొనేసాను 2,000 పెట్టి. ఏం చేయమంటావు, ఫండ్స్ చేతిలో ఉంటేనేమో జలజల. ఏముందిలే చిన్నగా ఈరోజు ఏదో అనుకోకుండా చేసాము. ఎప్పుడైతే స్టాకు ఆదాని కానీ, ఎస్బీఐ కానీ, హెచ్డిఎఫ్సి కానీ కమ్ డౌన్ అవుతాయో ఇన్ఫోసిస్ కూడా ఒక 5 కొనాలి. కమ్ డౌన్ అవుతాయో చూసుకొని ఆ రోజు మిగతా స్టాక్స్ అమ్మి దీంట్లో పెట్టాలరా. అది స్ట్రాటజీ. ఏం లేదు, ఉన్న స్టాక్స్ని ఒకదాన్ని అమ్మటం, మరి వేరే దాంట్లో పెట్టడం. ఏ రోజు అంటే అందుకే నేనేం చేశా, మళ్ళీ స్టాక్స్ ఎప్పుడు ఎంత ఉంటుందో తెలియదు అని చెప్పి అన్ని ఒక్కడొక్కడు కొనేసా. గుడ్ స్టాక్స్ అన్ని. ఈ గుడ్ స్టాక్స్ అన్ని ఎప్పుడైతే రేట్ కమ్ డౌన్ అవుతాయో చూసుకొని అప్పుడు చేతిలో ఉంటే ఓన్ ఫండ్స్ పెట్టమా, లేదా వేరే అమ్మి దీంట్లో పెట్టమా. ఇదే టెక్నాలజీ స్ట్రాటజీ. ఇక తర్వాత పిల్ల చాలా ఉన్నాయి కానీ ఏందో అమ్మబుద్ధి కాలేదు, వదిలేసాం. ఈ అమ్మాయి టైం అవుతుంది, అప్పటికే ఆల్రెడీ 2 hours స్పెండ్ చేసామని బాధ వేసింది. యాప్ కూడా డిలీట్ చేసేసా. ఇంక ఎప్పుడో వారం తర్వాత చూస్తా. ఇక అసలు ఆ ఫండ్స్ కూడా అసలు ఇంకా మార్కెట్లో కూడా వెళ్ళకుండా ఉంటే బెస్ట్ అబ్బా. డైలీ వెళ్ళకూడదు. డైలీ వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు ప్రాఫిట్ రాదు. మంత్లీ వన్స్, వీక్లీ వన్స్. మంత్లీ వన్స్ వెళ్ళాలరా స్టాక్ మార్కెట్ చూడాలి. మంత్లీ వన్స్ చూసుకోవాలి. ప్రాఫిట్ ఉంటే ప్రాఫిట్, లాస్ ఉంటే లాస్. దట్స్ ఇట్. తర్వాత అనుకోకుండా ఇంకో టైం వేస్ట్ ఏం తెలుసా, పంజాబ్ నుంచి ఒక చాడాకుండా ఏంటి వచ్చాడయ్యా, అమ్మ జాతర క్వశ్చన్ వేసాడు. ఆ క్వశ్చన్ని సాల్వ్ చేయలేక టకటకటకటక గంటన్నర పోయింది. హలో, క్వశ్చన్ అంటే ఏం లేదులే. అటేమో ఫారిన్ కంపెనీ, ఇటేమో ప్రైవేట్ లిమిటెడ్ ఫారిన్ పర్సన్స్ ఫామ్. డైరెక్ట్ బోత్ ఆర్ రిలేటెడ్ పార్టీ. మధ్యలో ప్రాఫిట్ తగ్గించడానికి 300 కోట్లు బుక్ చేస్తున్నాడు ఎంట్రీ. సో అది నెక్స్ట్ కన్సిక్వెన్సెస్ ఈడీ నుంచి, ఆర్బీఐ నుంచి, నెక్స్ట్ ఇది ఉంటాయి కదా ట్యాక్స్ కన్సిక్వెన్సెస్. ఏంటంటే ముందు ఇవన్నీ చెప్పలా, జస్ట్ చేపు సిఐఎఫ్ ఇది చదువుతున్నాడు. నేను మామూలుగా ఇచ్చా, సార్ ఛాట్‌జీపీటీ రిప్లై ఇది కాదు మిమ్మల్ని ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేసింది, మీరు ఈడీ కేసులు హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తారని మిమ్మల్ని. ఒరే నాయన సరేలేని మెలకుండా ఉండి గూగుల్ రిప్లైలే అని చెప్పా. మళ్ళీ కాసేపు అయిన తర్వాత అసలు జెన్యూన్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ చెప్పాడు. అప్పుడు చెప్పా, ఇచ్చేవారం కాదు మీరు ఇవన్నీ చెప్పారు నాకు. మరి గార్ రూల్స్ అప్లై అవుతాయి, స్పెసిఫిక్ బేస్ వెబ్ సప్లై అవుతాయి, బేసిక్ ప్రాఫిట్ షిఫ్టింగ్ అప్లై అవుతుంది, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ప్రైసింగ్ అప్లై అవుతాయి, డిజల్ చేస్తాడు, నువ్వు ప్రాఫిట్ షిఫ్ట్ చేసావు, ఇవన్నీ చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. ఇంకా సార్ నాకు తెలుసు సార్, తెలుసుకోవాలి, టైం అవుతుంది మాకు, ఇంతకంటే ఎక్కువ టైం స్పెండ్ చేయలేదు, బాయ్ బాయ్ అని చెప్పేసా. అంతే కదా, గంటల మనం స్పెండ్ చేస్తారా. వీఆర్ ప్రొఫెషనల్స్, అడ్వకేట్స్. Each single second is important for us. We'll sell our knowledge and we'll earn money. Era,
అంతేగా మరి.
we are not a normal man. We are extraordinary. Why we are spending this much time on studies? Why? We are earning knowledge. We'll sell the knowledge with a high price, not cheap price. We'll sell our knowledge with a
Yes.
high price, boss. We could not deliver
అవును.
wherever you want. Right? Ah.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go for the discussion, Mr. Manikanta. You please come back to our discussion.
ఒక్క నిమిషం,
Subject
ఒక్క
matter
నిమిషం,
of we
ఒక్క
are
నిమిషం.
talking about the forex. In the forex
చెప్పేది
also
వినరా?
we are in the middle of the forex. చెప్పురా నేను చాలా హర్ట్ అవుతున్నారు రే ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లో నౌ టైమ్ ఇస్ 6:30 బై 10 o'clock I need to clear forex. I need to clear theory of the indias. I need to clear audit report. These three I need to finish, otherwise my heart will
అంతేనా?
blink. I could not spare this much grief.
ఒక్క నిమిషం, నేను చెప్పేది వింటావా?
Yes boss.
సో ఫస్ట్ ఇష్యూ ఏంటంటే
Ah,
నేను చెప్తుంది, ఆ?
ah.
నేను ఆయనకి ఫోన్ చేయమన్నది నువ్వు చేసావా లేదా చెప్పు.
Yes, I called him.
టుడే
Not today, yesterday. Today full of busy
నేను ఇవాళ
this
పొద్దున్న
and that
చేయమన్నాను
outs
కదా.
life. Huh?
నేను పొద్దున్న చేయమన్నానా లేదా ఒక రీజన్ చెప్పు.
అరే ఇలా ఉదయం చేయమని చెప్పాను నాకు. హలో,
చెప్పకుండా
అరే ఇవాళ ఫుల్ బిజీలో అసలు గుర్తు రాలేదు ఆ విషయం. ఇప్పుడు చేయమంటావా?
ఇప్పుడు చెయ్యి ఒకసారి, ఏమైందో తెలుసు.
ఇక చేద్దాం. లైన్లోనే ఉండి ఏమైంది? గోంగూర అయిద్దా? నువ్వు కాల్ కట్ చేస్తావా ఎట్లా?
నేను కాల్ కట్ చేస్తాను, చెయ్యి ఉంటా.
ఎంత శాలరీ ఎంత అనమాట, అది ఇంపార్టెంట్ చెప్పాయా? అబ్బా ఫ్రెండ్స్, అరే మణికంఠ ఆయన ఫోన్ ఎత్తలేదురా.
వదిలేసే సరే. నువ్వు నాకు చేస్తే పొద్దున్న చెయ్యి. నేను పొద్దున్న బిజీగా ఉన్నానా, ఇప్పుడు కొద్ది కష్టంలే కానీ నువ్వు చెయ్యి.
ఎన్నడా రారా రే, నువ్వు వస్తే ఇంకా డిస్కషన్ బాగుంటుందిరా. మోటివేషన్ రా.
ఇప్పుడు కష్టం.
సరే ఓకే ఓకే, నో నో ఇష్యూ నో ఇష్యూ, కమెంట్ జాయిన్, నో ప్రాబ్లం. సరే అసలు ముందు యూట్యూబ్ లైవ్. సరే ఓకే బాయ్. Friends who are participated in my team, my meeting, I am glad to meet you. Let's go for discussion. You will understand, you will enjoy our discussion. Dear friends, the morning we spoke about the strategies. One of the strategies leading a living. The company wants to export something, however worried about the payment. Payment is not in pocket. Now I went to the bank. Importer asked to submit letter credit from the banker. Now the financial impact is the letter of credit given by a banker by taking the letter of commission on day 01. Now the financial impact, interest cost on letter of commission to be considered in our analysis. And importer makes payment. Importer makes payment of the invoice amount on due basis, on due date. Now if importer doesn't make payment of the imports bank, will make payment and recover from the importer. If importer doesn't to make payment, importer bank will make payment and recover from the importer. Understood, friends? The leading and lagging letter of credit, netting is due receivable or set off against dues payable, and amount is settled is called is netting. Netting are two kinds. One is bilateral netting, another one is multilateral netting. The bilateral netting involves two parties needs to be applied first. Involve more than two parties applied after bilateral netting. The netting is a cash management. Centralized cash management, surplus deficit of each company in group is netted and invested borrowed at corporate level. Surplus deficit of each component is invested or borrowed individually. Benefits of netting: a difference between net amount on last day between option 1 and option 2. Utility of the netting in cash management: the forward contract to buy or sell a specific currency at a specified rate on future date. Enter into forward contract if inflow in foreign currency is a higher than expected inflow if hedging is not done. Outflow in foreign currency is lower than the expected inflow if hedging is not done. Friends, my dear friends, could you understood this point? Or you want more explanation? Inflow in foreign currency is higher than the expected inflow of hedging is not done. Outflow in foreign currency is lower than the expected inflow if hedging is not done. Based on that, we will enter into forward. If I enter into my forward contract where my inflow foreign currency is higher than the expected inflow of the if hedging is not done, or outflow of the foreign currency is lower than the expected inflow if hedging is not done, this is what you need to analyze. Okay, friends, let's go for the cover rate. The cover rate effective payment realization in foreign currency. See, my friend, payable hedge rate plus upfront payment premium plus interest on premium. Understand, friends? Cover rate effective payment realization in foreign currency payable is equal to hedging rate plus upfront premium plus interest on premium. If receivable, hedging rate minus upfront premium minus interest on premium. Dear friends, payable hedging rate plus upfront premium plus interest on premium. Receivable hedging rate minus upfront payment, upfront premium minus interest on premium. Understood? In the case of payable, hedging rate plus upfront premium plus interest on premium. Whereas a receivable, hedging rate minus upfront premium minus interest on premium. These are could called as cover rate or effective payment realization in foreign currency. The cover rate in the forward contract, profit or loss in foreign currency, compare cash flow in foreign currency with the notional cash flow. What could have been if hedging was not done? Either profit or loss in foreign currency. Compare the cash flow in foreign currency with, with the notional cash flow. What could have been if hedging was not done? Whereas payable outflow into hedging scenario minus outflow into forward contract. Whereas a receivable, whereas a receivable inflow in foreign currency minus inflow in no hedging scenario. Either inflow or outflow. If it is hedging, how much I need to coming and going, or without hedging, in the forward rate, how much is going and coming. That's the difference is covered by a cover rate of interest. Friends, expected loss hedging through foreign currency, compare the cash flow at bill date, spot rate with cash flow under forward contract. No hedging, compare cash flow at bill date, spot rate with cash flow at expected spot rate if hedging is not done. Dear friends, hedging through foreign currency, no hedging. If hedging through foreign currency, compare the cash flow at the spot rate and with cash flow under the forward contract. The difference will be the preventing loss of the hedging contract. In case of no hedging, what will happen? Compare the cash flow at a bill date at spot rate with cash flow at expected spot rate. If hedging is not done, the closure of the forward contract honor S1 on due date. यार phone up बाबा. Number of calls is coming and disturbing me. Yo. Shit, 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 shit. यार phone. Okay, wait 1 minute. I'm coming back. ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮನೆ ಮನೆ ಏನೋ ಬಚ್ಚೋಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು ಚಪಾತಿ తెలియదండి కంపెనీ ఫోన్ చపాతి వేస్తారండి Dear friends, the closure of the forward contract honor S1 situation 1 on due date, situation 2 before due date, situation 3 after due date, situation 4 on due date. Sorry, three situations. How I need to close the forward contract? Situation 1 on due date I'll close because I'll pay. Situation 2 before due date I'll close. Situation 3 after due date I'll close. These are the models of closing or honoring the forward contract. Closure of the forward contract by cancellation on due date, before due date, after due date, on due date, before due date, after due date. These are the steps. Extension after due date, on due date, before due date. These are the comes. Ah, somebody's. Oh, phone is coming. Disturbing. Shit. Hello? 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 హలో చెప్పున్నానా చేస్తా ఓకేనా చేస్తా 2 నిమిషాలు ఎందుకు నా కాడ ఉంది, నేను చేస్తాను. ఓకేనా ఓకేనా బాయ్.
calling is not answering. Please try later. நீங்கள் அழைத்திருக்கும் நபரால்
Friends, few minutes, one small payment I'm doing. Once done, I'll start again. Friends, just 5 minutes. Wait, I'm doing one payment and then I'll come for discussion. చేశారు రీఛార్జ్ చేశాను అన్న. సరే ఉంటాం మరి, బాయ్. Dear friends, sorry for your interruption of your time value. I really regret to taken much time to my personal things. Now I am ready. Now let's discuss till 10:30. We are going to switch off any call, and then we are going to elaborate talk about the subject matter of discussion of the this forex only. Dear friends, let's come back to discussion, especially what I'm talking here regarding to forex. Type of loss. First of all, I would like to go talk about closure of the forward contract. Actually, closure of contract, what I will do, either will honor, either will cancellation, either will extension. That also either before due date, on due date, after due date. Three scenarios may happen each and every transaction, either in honor, either in cancellation, either in extension. Three cases, either maybe before due date, on due date, after due date. This scenario will happen, my dear friends, in everywhere. Now, let's come back to the closure of the forward contract. Serial number one. Closure of the forward contract, no extra computation and exchange of the currencies will happen agreed rate. The closure of the forward contract options we are talking here. The case one, whenever you honor the due date, nothing is impacting. Otherwise, forex rate. If you are going to honor on due date, no extra computation and exchange of the currencies will happen at agreed rate. And section 2, the rougher cancer of 39. In any other case, you are doing cancellation, either one of the party has to compensate the other party. Here, basically, we need to compensate the bank because we given commitment to the banker, we are not fulfill, cancel, or extension. These two cases, we need to pay something to the banker. Okay, friends. Now, concept number 38. Closure of forward contract. Date, position, action, reference date, rate. Dear friends, the closure of the forward contract, when the closure of the forward contract you honored as on day, there will be no much more impact. In other cases, you need to compensate one party to another party in terms of interest or in terms of some premium or likewise. Now, format for computation of cancellation gain or loss: date, position, action, reference date, rate. Original date December 31st. Position, original position. If you are going to buy, bank is going to sell. If you are going to sell, bank is going to buy. And the dates. And take opposite position and take again new position. Effective rate, additional 3 rates, loss on cancellation per USD, compare 1 and 2. Total loss on cancellation 1.5 into 1 lakh. Effective gain per USD, compare 1 with 4. The total effective gain or loss. I'll send a mail also. Friends, let us go for discussion. So effective rate additional of three rates, loss on cancellation per USD, compare 1 and 2, total loss on cancellation, effective gain per USD, compare it to 1 with 4, total effective gain or loss. Items impacting cancellation loss, original position, buy if are buying the product currency and sell if we are selling with the product currency. Uh, Original position is buy if we are buying with the product currency and sell we are selling the product currency. Opposite position, opposite of original position to compute profit or loss. Reference date refers to the date for which the contract was entered. Reference date should be remain the same for original position and opposite position. Rate, positive rate if it is sell position and negative rate if it is a buy position. Flat cancellation charges, fixed amount to be recovered on cancellation will be added to the cancellation loss. Dear friends, you please understand the concept. There are original position, opposite position, or reference date, rate, the positive rate if it's sell position, and negative rate if it is a buy position, and flat cancellation charges. The fixed amount to be recovered on cancellation will be added to cancellation loss. Concept number 38, closure of the forward contract. Types of losses, flat cancellation charges, fixed amount to be recovered on cancellation will be added to cancellation loss. Closure of the forward contract. Types of losses, cancellation gain or loss, comparison of the original rate and opposite rate. Effective gain or loss, comparison of the original rate with effective rate, addition of three rates. Customer does not appear on due date. The closure of the forward contract, sometimes what happen, the customer is not appear as on due date. The banker, let us assume SBI normally does back to back contract to ensure he make fixed margin. Customer contract is Jan to 31st March. ICICI contract is Jan to 31st March. So they do banker, let us assume SBI normally does not this back to back contract to ensure make fixed margin. So customer does not appear on due date. According to FEDAI rules, allow for 3 days Forex exchange data, that's called FEDAI rules. Allow for 3 days grace period to customer. Let us assume ABC Limited to decide on performance. To decide on performance. SBI contract with another bank, ICICI, will cancel on due date. However, ABC contract still has grace period. March 31st, ICICI contract is cancelled. March 31st, customer contract is still live. Dear friends, SBI contract with another bank of ICICI will cancel on due date. However, ABC bank contract is still has grace period. March 31st, ICICI contract is cancelled. March 31st, customer contract is still live. So SBI contract with another bank ICICI will cancel on the due date. However, ABC contract still has grace period. That's why, according to FADI rules, for 3 days grace period to customer, let us assume to ABC Limited to decide the performance. So they will give 3 days grace period to perform the contract. Okay, friend. Now, don't worry. We are talking a lead to exchange rate risk for SBI, and hence, as per FEDAI rules, SBI will enter into the next available contract to protect for the grace period. Friends, you understand what I'm telling? Leads to exchange rate risk for SBI, and hence, as per FEDAI rules, SBI will enter into next available contract to protect the grace period. Understand, my friends? Let us see. Leads to exchange rate risk for SBI, and hence, as per FEDAI rules, SBI will enter into the next available contract to protect for the grace period. April 30th, next ICICI contract is taken. March 31st, to grace period, customer contract is live. So let us go for the concept number 40. The forward contract, customer does not appear on due date when is contract cancelled in case of no instructions, auto cancel on third day in absence of instruction, cancellation on the day of customer gives instruction, 3 days grace is not over. Even if customer tells to honor the contract, it will be the first cancel, and then honor will happen spot rate. Understand, my friend? Even if customer tells to honor the contract, it will first cancel and then honor will happen at spot rate. So forward contract customer does not appear on due date. When the contract is cancelled in the case of no instruction, auto cancelled on third party, day in absence of instruction, cancelled on the day, customer gives instruction. If 3 days grace is not over, even customer tells to honor the contract, it will be first cancel and then honor will happen at spot rate. So we are stepping to concept number 40. That's called forward contract customer does not appear on the due date. What will happen? See, charges will happen. Why will happen? You are not performed, you are not appeared on the due date, or you ask to perform the after due date or before due date. So the cancellation rate, exchange rate margin to be computed, date on which customer gives instruction to, or third day after original date. Cancellation loss is calculated by comparing original rate and cancellation rate. Dear friends, what I want to tell you, basically, dear friends, I would like to bring to your kind notice what's time now? 7:50. Did not body. One more hour. Concentrate more. See, charges will happen. Why charges will happen? Either you are not appear on the contract due date, or you came after due date, or you are cancelled, or you are not honored. All this leads to cancellation charges. So cancellation rate, exchange margin to be computed, date on which customer gives instruction, or third day after original date. Cancellation loss is calculated by comparing original rate and cancellation rate. Dear friend, what I want to tell you, the cancellation on which customer gives instruction or third day after original date. Cancellation loss is calculated by comparing the original rate and cancellation rate. This is the case 1. In the case 2, banker loss due to swapping of contract, no exchange margin to be considered. Now, The cancellation loss comparison of the original rate and cancellation rate not separately recorded from the customer as it is a part of the effective loss. As it is a part of the effective loss. Swap loss comparison of original rate and effective rate recovered from customer. Interest cost on outlay of funds. Friends, let's go back to our discussion. Friends, the banker is lost due to swapping of contract. No exchange margin to be considered. The cancellation loss comparison of the original rate and cancellation not separately recorded from customer as it is a part of effective loss. Swap loss comparison of the original rate and effective rate recovered from the customer. Interest cost on outlay of funds. Interest cost on cancellation of the loss of the bank as the recovery of this is delayed, but SBI has already paid to ICICI. For 3 days are due date of cancellation which is later. Friends, note point here, in any of the above cases, there is a profit for the bank, the same may not be passed to the customer by the bank. Yes, the banker is doing a business for them, they are giving to gain the exchange rate margin, not serve to the customer. Bankers are profit entities, they're commercial organizations. Now, my dear friend, the forward contract honor before due date, surprise to the banker performance is happening before the due date. Now, swap loss of the customer compare effective rate with original rate and recover the same from the customer. So, if any exchange rate difference over to there, that will be recovered from the customer because you are coming too early. I given a one commitment, but you are coming early. I'm canceling that because of that. I'll charge somebody. So that's why compare the effective rate with original rate and record the same from the customer. And realization at spot rate. Inflow or outflow compared at spot rate, interest outflow inflow. See the realization at spot rate, inflow or outflow computed at spot rate. Interest outflow or inflow of customer not fully logical. Assume assume customer realization happens at original spot rate, a debatable item, and then we sell the USD received in spot market at spot rate. Net outflow for bank, interest charged for the number of days of early delivery. Net inflow for bank, interest paid for the number of days of early delivery. Friends, did you understand what I'm telling? What I'm going to tell here, the net inflow for bank interest paid for the number of days of early delivery, interest outflow or inflow of the customer not fully logical. Why? See, assume customer realization happens at original spot rate, and debatable item, and then we sell the USD received in the spot market at spot rate. Net outflow for the bank minus interest charged for the number of days of early delivery, and net inflow for the bank minus interest paid for the number of days of early delivery. This is what will happen to the bank. Friends, let's go for the discussion. Concept number 39. Honor before the due date. Honor before the due date. Do early honor and compute net inflow as per the above table. Add interest income or interest saving from the date of early honor to the original due date and compute the total inflow. Do honor as per the original due date and calculated total inflow. Choose the option which leads to higher inflow. Lead versus lag analysis in relation to the honor before the due date. Dear friend, the time value of money and currency fluctuation is computed in lead versus lag. In this discussion, which component is important? The important component is the time value of money and currency fluctuation component. Time value of the component saving in outflow due to cash discount earned on early payment. Amount of cash discount into exchange rate on due date. currency fluctuation component increase decrease in outflow due to appreciation depreciation of the currency, the payment post discount into exchange rate on due date minus exchange rate due on date of payment. Dear friends, in this forex, in this part, I would like to bring to kind your note attention this point. I would say he like this: the time value of the currency fluctuation component, time value of the component, saving in outflow due to cash discount earned on early payment, then amount of the cash discount into exchange rate of due date is the saved. Now, the currency fluctuation component increase or decrease in outflow due to appreciation or depreciation of the currency, their payment of the post discount into exchange rate and due date minus exchange rate on date of the payment. This is what. Time value and currency fluctuation is a component over there. Now, the decision hedging based on the average contribution to sales ratio. Friends, prepare income statement if realization happens for all currencies at forward rate. Prepare income statement if realization happens at expected spot rate for all currencies on maturity. See, prepare income statement if realization happens for all currencies at forward rate. Compute contribution to sales ratio first and select this if it is has better ratio, or or if you feel that it's not better ratio, the prepare the income statement if realization happens at expected spot rate for all currencies on maturity. Compute the contribution to sales ratio. Select if this is a better ratio. Two things. One is forward rate, another one is spot rate. Forward rate, you compute the sales ratio, and then if contribution to sales is much more better, you go that in the forward. If the spot rate sales to contribution is much more better ratio, you go ahead it. That's what. Now, the decision on hedging is based on average contribution to sales ratio. Friends, I would like to bring to your kind information and attention this point. Relevant forward contract rate with a transit period. Relevant forward contract rate with a transit period is 20 days money will be realized in 80 days. Let us assume the bill has due the date of 60 days and shipment period is 20 days. The money will be realized in 80 days. The take forward contract of 2 months, 80 days rounded off to 2 months is a logical part. Interest cost would also be computed in case company has taken a loan to funds the post shipment credit. Friends, I would like to talk like this. What I meant to say. The relevant the relevancy of the forward contract rate with the transit period. Let us assume bill has a due date 60 days and then shipment is 20 days and money realized will be in 80 days. In such a case, take forward contract of 2 months, 80 days rounded off to 2 months is a logical part. Interest cost would also be computed in case company has taken loan to fund the post shipment credit. Interest cost would also be computed in case company has taken loan to fund the post shipment credit. Interest cost is equal bill realized in non exchange earning foreign account into exchange rate as per foreign currency date into rate of interest into number of divided 360 days. See here, interest cost would also be computed in case company has taken loan to fund the post shipment credit. Post shipment credit. Interest cost is equal to the bill realization in non-EFC account into exchange rate as per the foreign currency date into rate of interest into number of days divided by 365. Okay, friends. Now, the relevant forward contract rate, money market hedge, receivable USD 1 lakh, the take USD loan on day 0, which will be mature by USD 1 lakh. Now convert into USD, loan into INR, and create FD. Now money is realized in INR on maturity date. This is what I explained in the beginning class. Now again that point came here to discuss more. Now, friends, let us go for the subject matter of this subject, this discussion. Payable at 1 lakh dollar, create USD, deposit on day on 0, which will mature USD 1 lakh. Now take INR loan to create USD deposit. Money is repaid in INR on maturity date. You understand? See, I want to create money market hedge. Okay. This part is receivable, this part is payable. This part is receivable, this part is payable. If I'm going to receive, for example, my receivable is 1 lakh USD. What I would do like this? What I would like to do you understand? Take USD loan on day 0 which will be mature on USD 1 lakh. Now convert them into USD loan, convert USD loan into INR and create FD. Now this I converted and then I kept into I converted into USD loan into INR and to create fixed deposit. Now the money was realized in INR on maturity date. That's what I'm going to be receivable, whereas my 1 lakh US dollar is receivable. Difference you can see. Due to hedging, you can save some exchange rate. That's why the money market hedge came. For example, I'm going to pay 1 lakh USD. What I supposed to do? I'm going to pay what? 1 lakh USD I need to pay. Now, what I supposed to do? I'll create USD deposit on day 01, on which will be matured to USD is 1 lakh. Now, I'll take, previously I taken USD loan. Now I'm taking INR loan. Why? To create USD as a deposit. Now money is repaid in what? INR on maturity date. See, you given a commitment to him, you will pay dollar. Then you create a. You are going to receive is a dollar. Then you are taking a loan as a dollar. If you are going to payable dollar, then creating you USD deposit on day 0. Take USD. See, if I am going to receivable 1 lakh dollar, correspondingly I am going to take loan of 1 lakh USD. Why? Anyhow I am going to receive 1 lakh USD, and as of now I need some money. That's why I taken as 1 lakh USD loan. Now this 1 lakh USD loan, what I do? I will convert USD loan into INR and I'll create as a fixed deposit. At realization date, I am going to receive 1 lakh US dollar minus, which I take in the loan of 1 lakh USD, which was converted into INR. The maturity of the INR plus interest minus the USD receivable. If you throw hedge again, fine. If there is a hedge, with hedge, without hedge, you're going to receive what the benefit of trust. You need to decide. See, you understood, right? Money market hedge and the receivable part, I am going to receive 1 lakh US dollar from US. Now, but today I need money, right? So I going to take in 1 lakh USD as a loan. I take in the loan amount. What I'm going to do? That I'm going to bank depositing into INR rupees. So I'm converting into INR account, or that I'm going to receive as a interest part. One fine on the maturity date, INR plus INR fixed deposit plus interest on FD is equal to together amount minus which I am going to pay to 1 lakh USD, is there any difference part? Is there any huge difference part? We need to see there. So that money is realization in INR maturity. So then you will comes to understand the impact of the hedge. Whereas the payable of USD 1 lakh, for example, I need to pay 1 lakh USD to Mr. X. Then what I supposed to do? The process, create USD deposit on day 0, which will be mature to USD. Now, take INR loan to create USD deposit. The money is repaid in INR on maturity date. In case of receivable part, I converted USD loan into INR to create FD. Whereas payable part, take it INR loan to create USD deposit. Previously INR deposit, now USD deposit. This is what, my friend. Now let's go for the discussion concept number 43. Already you have some knowledge regarding to hedging part because we taught about this. Now I'll take USD receivable, I'll take USD payable. USD receivable is a asset part, USD payable is a liability part. The matching loan, creditors loan. So this is called receivable versus payable account. Now let's go for the balance sheet format. Types of exposure: transaction exposure, operating exposure. Variation in profit due to exchange rates, profit as per spot rate minus profit as per expected spot rate, forward rate. That's called transaction exposure. Whereas a operating exposure, see, dear friend, in the Forex, there are two kinds of exposures. One is a transaction exposure, another one is operating exposure. The transaction exposure, variation in profit due to change in exchange rates, profit as per the spot rate minus profit as per expected spot rate. That's called the forward rate. Whereas the operating exposure, the variation in profit due to change in operating conditions, selling price, cost units, profit as per spot rate minus revised profits as per the spot rates. No change in exchange rate, but changing in selling price minus, selling price into, sorry, sorry, operating exposure, variation in profit due to change in operating conditions, spot price, cost units, cost versus unit, profit as per spot rate, revised profits as per spot rates, no change in exchange rate, but change in selling price and cost profit units. Variation in profit due to change in operating conditions, selling price minus cost per unit level. So profit as per the spot rate, revised profit as per the spot rate, no change in exchange rate, but change in will be selling price minus cost price. So friends, next go for the another concept. In this concept, what I'm going to talk here, the price elasticity of demand, measure change in units sold due to change in selling price. Change in units sold is equal change in selling price into elasticity of the demand. Friends, this part I would like to bring to your kind information and notice this point. See, the price elasticity of demand measure changes in units sold due to change in selling price. Change in units sold is equal change in selling price into elasticity of the demand. Changes in units sold is equal changes in selling price into elasticity of demand. Friends, the transaction exposure and operating exposure, it depend upon the type of the banks. One is Nastro account, Vastro account, Loro account. In the Nastro account, our account with you, Vastro account, your account with us, Loro account, interim account, where bank remit fund in foreign currency to another bank for credit to the third bank. Friend, interim account where bank remit the funds in foreign currency to another bank for credit to third bank. Whereas a Vastro account, your account with us, Citibank account USA, having INR account with ICICI Bank in India. That's called Vastro account. Whereas a Nastro account, ICICI Bank having USD account with Citibank of USA. For example, Indian Bank having account in US Bank, that's I could call as Nastro account. For example, US Bank having account in me in India, then it's called is Vasto account. Whereas a LoRa account, interim account where a bank remit fund in foreign currency to another bank for credit to third bank is called as LoRa account. Friends, just 5 minutes, we take a break. I'll go to face wash and come back, and thereafter we will discuss about other implications. In between, our experts and other members also could call here, and they will also talk about forex and other issues. Thank you, man. Thank you much. Sorry, friends. Just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. I'll go to restroom and come back. నా ఫోరెక్స్ అవ్వలేదు యాప్లో అయిపోయింది ఇంక 2 పేజీలు ఉందా ఫోరెక్స్ just 1 page. We'll complete the forex, my dear friends. We are going to enter into the FR financial reporting and INDAS. Enjoy. Okay, let's go. Sorry, friends. Friends, we'll discuss the next part is transaction exposure and operating exposure. See, where we are into almost this way exchange position versus cash position. Format for recording exchange position, particular purchase inflow, sales outflow. This statement for format for recording exchange position. Next, the format recording for cash position is particulars, receipt or inflow, payment outflow. Exchange position, particulars, purchase or inflow, sales or outflow. Whereas format for recording the cash position, particulars, receipt or inflow, payment versus outflow. Note, if records all transactions when cash flow happens. Exchange position, purchase, sale, purchase of bill, cancellation of demand draft, spot purchase, due date purchase, purchase of checks, not credited to account, outstanding forward purchases, bills purchased in hand but not due for. Whereas sales, the forward sales, cancellation of the forward purchase, remittance by transaction time, sold forward transaction time, outstanding forward sales due date issued but not at presented for. See, the exchange position purchase case, the purchase of the bills, cancellation of the demand, draft spot. Water. Just wait 1 minute, my friends. బంగారం నీకు నూరేళ్ళు బంగారం, నీకు నూరేళ్ళు బంగారం. చెప్తా కానీ అట్లా కాదు బంగారం, నేను ఫోన్ చేసుకోవాలి. అసలు తెస్తా బంగారం, ఇప్పుడు నీకు కూడా చెప్పంటావా ఏం బంగారం. 2 minutes ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿರಲ್ಲ అయితే తెచ్చి మళ్ళీ పోయినా డిస్కషన్ మంచిగా ఉంది బంగారం. నీకోసం చూడలేదా ఎప్పుడు చూసా. ఎప్పుడు ఇలా 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 ఏం తెలియదే. సరే ఇదేంటి చపాతి ఇస్తారు ఏం ఆయన కానీ నువ్వు చాలా ఆలోచిస్తుంది. వాళ్ళు చెప్పారు అర్థం కాదు, నేను చెప్తే ఎందుకు అంటున్నావు 3 గంటలు 4 గంటలు అవుతుంది. సరే నేను చపాతి చెప్పరా మళ్ళీ వచ్చేస్తాను మనం చపాతి నాకు ఇచ్చి మళ్ళీ వచ్చేదా మళ్ళీ నాకు చపాతి ఇచ్చి మళ్ళీ వచ్చేస్తాను. ఎందుకంటే మధ్యలో డిస్కషన్ మధ్యలో ఉన్నా కాబట్టి. లేదు లేదు ఒక 10 నిమిషాలు ఆగకపోతే డిస్కషన్ మొత్తం ఆపొస్తా. 10 నిమిషాలు ఆగుద్దా, అదే బెస్ట్. ఒక 5 నిమిషాలు లేదా చెప్ప బిజినెల్కి ఏమైనా కావాలా. ఓకే పెరిగిపోయాడా, ఓకే ఇప్పుడు 2 తెచ్చిదా, తెచ్చిదా, ఓకే 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 బంగారం షూర్. ఓకే డ్యామ్ షూర్ డ్యామ్ షూర్. అయ్యయ్యో ఇంకెంత ఉంది, ఇంకా కరెన్సీ ఫ్యూచర్స్ ఉంది, ఫోరెక్స్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఉంది, ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ డెసిషన్ ఉంది, ఇంకా 1 పేజ్ ఉంది. డియర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, నౌ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు హోమ్. I'll come back by now. Time is 8 o'clock. Within 30 minutes, I'll come back here, or maybe by 9 o'clock. Definitely, surely, we'll complete by 10 o'clock. Is the forex, and whereas the remaining part of the FR is very little, no issue, no need to worry. But I don't want to like hurry. I'll do detailed discussion, remain forex chapter, and till now we completed the part is exchange position, purchase and sale. Till there I completed. So the concept number 46 is completed. Thereafter, around 5 concepts are there. These 5 concepts will talk detailed, elaborate discussion. I need just half an hour. You give me time. I'll come back. I'll discuss a lot. Thank you, Ronald. Bye bye. See you, Tata.